Hey everybody, it's Helen Hillocks, intuitive counselor, licensed therapist, and your host of From My Heart to Yours and my YouTube channel, Helen Hillocks. So I am so excited to be here today. As always, I love you guys. I love my audience. I love hearing from you. I love having you send me questions. I just love you. And I love talking to you and offering you all this free content. It makes me feel good and it's fun. I can't think of anything I'd rather be doing right now. So today I'm talking about learn to love your body. Because if you don't love your body, you can't expect anybody else to love your body. And that's what happens so often, is that we want somebody else to reassure us, don't we? Because it's so painful to be so insecure about our bodies. And I know this personally. I've had lots of insecurities about my bodies as I've gained weight and lost weight and gotten older and had a baby and all kinds of things. You know, it's unbelievable, the insecurities that we have. And I want to say, I'm going to break it up into 3 different sections of how to deal with it in my 3-part process: explore, evolve, and enjoy. And wouldn't it be fantastic if I can give you all these steps about how to actually love your body the way it is? So first of all, we're going to talk about how brainwashed we are, guys. We are brainwashed. Our society is run primarily by men. Still, I know it's changing, but it's still the case. And men want to dominate women. I know that's changing, but it's still the case. And more women, by far, are body shamed than men are. The only thing that is really common and prevalent about men and their bodies and feeling insecure about them is the size of their penis. And where does that come from? It comes from pornography. Primarily, actors in pornography are hired because they have giant penises, and then other men compare themselves to that ridiculous role modeling and find themselves inadequate when they are not. But other than that, there isn't a lot of body shaming that goes on about men. You know, big fat men still think that they should have a petite, beautiful wife, and lots of them have them. So I'm going to talk about both, but I think it's going to primarily land with women because we're the ones that experience more brainwashing. And we are brainwashed by the social media that says, you know, if you're living in the 1960s, you should look like Twiggy and be skinny and flat-chested. If you're living in the 2019s, you should look like Kim Kardashian and, you know, have an hourglass figure and everything in between. Everything in between, but you should look in this ridiculous way. You should look a particular way. You cannot feel good about your own body. And I have worked in my 35 years as a counselor, I have worked with countless women who feel insecure about their bodies for one reason or another. Their breasts aren't big enough. Their breasts aren't small enough. Their waist isn't small enough. Their hips aren't curvy enough. They've got cellulite on their thighs. Their ankles are too thick. It's unbelievable, really. Their arms aren't toned enough. So I want us to stop and think first in our exploration phase of this topic is what is really true and what is really brainwashing. And that is a huge topic, guys. Who taught it to you? Did social media teach you what you should look like? Was your father or mother a nut about body image and started body shaming you from the time you were small? This happens all the time. And I'm happy to say, guys, that this actually is changing in more recent years, that psychologists and counselors are saying, don't say a word to your kid about the size of their body. Just offer them healthier options and exercise with them. You don't get to just say, go exercise, guys. You get to exercise with them. Let's go for a walk. Let's go for a bike ride. Let's go for a hike. Let's go for a swim. You get to be with them and encourage them that way and bond with them. So first of all, you get to realize where that brainwashing came from. Was it family? Was it social media? Was it just the society at large? Is it magazines? And on and on. And you get to really dive deep and understand that. Because once you really realize where that came from, then you understand what's going on in your own brain. Because honestly, Isn't a lot of the messaging, isn't a lot of the negative messaging about your body coming from inside your own head? Now, you didn't manufacture that, you learned it somewhere. But oftentimes that's what happens is you internalize that message and then you're telling it to yourself all the time. You're shaming your own body. So I know you're pissed off about it. I know you're pissed off about the patriarchy, the male dominance, and all the ways that you're taught to hate your body and to not feel sexy, to not feel sexual, and that it is for the purpose of feeling inferior to the male. And now again, I know this is not all men by any means, but it's the society at large. That's where we learned it. So you get to take time and look back and explore all those messages that you received, and you get to evaluate whether they make sense to you now, whether you believe them. Is it true that if you gain 10 pounds or 20 pounds or 50 pounds, I don't care, is it true that then you're not sexual anymore? It's bullshit, guys. It's complete bullshit. So you get to really think about what is beneficial for you to believe, and you get to decide what you're going to believe. You get to take ownership of the body that you have, and you get to take responsibility for loving your own body. That is so important, and you can do it. You can actually do that. You can say, I'm going to take responsibility to love my own body just as I am. And once you do, then we are into the evolve stage, because then we're into the action stage, the change stage. And the first thing that I always tell people is you get to develop a spiritual practice that deals with loving your body. And I don't care what the spiritual practice is. I don't care what you believe spiritually. You can believe, Christian beliefs or Muslim or anything, Buddhist or atheist. But as an atheist, you get to believe in nature, that nature is precious and beautiful just as it is designed. And that's the gist of this spiritual practice, guys, is that whatever your spiritual practice is, you get to include honoring the body that the universe gave you. That's the whole of it, is that your body is precious and beautiful because the universe made it this way. The universe gave it to you. The universe makes fat bodies and thin bodies and tall bodies and short bodies and big breasts and small breasts and, medium-sized penises and small penises and large penises and small lips, labia on the vagina, or sometimes long lips. All different kinds of beautiful creativity coming from the universe regarding our bodies. And sometimes our limbs work really well, and sometimes they don't work so well. And we get to honor in a spiritual practice every single day. We get to honor the preciousness of our bodies and the mystery and the magic of our bodies. Just think about all the things that your bodies do every day. They pump blood that carries the oxygen that you breathe in to fuel the cells in your body. You have filtration systems in your kidneys and your liver. You have a pumping system that never fails you in your heart. And you've got the vascular system that takes the blood to every cell in your body. And the nervous system that helps you feel and triggers movements. And you've got the ligaments and the skeleton and the muscles. It's amazing, guys. And then you've got the skin that covers it all. Our bodies are amazing, guys. They're just absolutely amazing. They're miraculous. And in order to love your body the way it is, you get to honor how miraculous it is and how mysterious it is that it ever came to be. And once you do that, and you feel that your body is precious and is miraculous and is sacred, it's sacred, guys. Once you feel that your body is sacred, then often there is a very big shift in the way you treat your body, that you care for your body, that you get your hair cut regularly and you wash it and you like the way it looks. You you decorate it, so to speak, with getting a haircut that you love. And I'm going to talk more about that in a later step. But I want to say that when you feel that your body is sacred, you start feeding it better and exercising it more and noticing. I want you just to notice how it moves, that you can lift things, that you can carry things, that you can touch people and hug people because you have a body. And whether your body looks exactly the way you think it or they think it should look, your body is still miraculous and wonderful. And because my specialty is sacred sexuality, your body can be sacred and sexual no matter how it looks. So, and no matter how old or young. So developing a sacred practice every day that honors your body is absolutely critical in changing the way you feel about your body. And the next step, in the evolve stage is practicing gratitude. And I was saying a little bit about that already, that, do exercises that support gratitude. Do exercises that honor your body. Stand in front of the mirror and talk to every single part of your body. Talk to your tongue, talk to your nose, talk to your eyes and your ears. Talk to your head and your skull, talk to your jaw and your teeth, and every other part of your body, and tell that part of your body how much you appreciate it, how much you love it, how much you value what it does for you. And you know what, guys, I know that sounds like a lot of work, but it's like, however old you are, you have spent decades not loving your body, not honoring your body, not appreciating your body, not holding your body sacred. And maybe there are a few people who do, but I'm talking to those of us who don't. So you need a daily practice of doing that sacred practice of connecting to the oneness, connecting to the universe, and feeling that the universe has given you your body. And then you need this daily practice of talking to your body parts and telling your body how much you love it and how much you appreciate each and every function of your body. Each and every function of your body. And it takes a while. You might not be able to do it every day, but you know what? You can do it as you're driving to work in the morning, because you can do it all in your head. You can say, nose, I love you because you let me smell the world. Mouth, tongue, teeth, I love you because you help me eat and chew food, and you help me kiss and talk, and on and on. You get the picture. And so, as I was saying before, when you honor your body and you love your body, you're going to take better care of your body. And this is all under the guise of evolution. This is the change part. All of these actions get to change. And there's another piece that is really important, is that lots of people were sexually molested or physically abused in their childhoods. And those experiences tend to make you not trust or love your body. So that's something that, you get to journal about, you get to remember, and you get to make that connection between what happened to you and the impact that it's had on your body. And you get to do forgiveness exercises. I forgive you, body, for feeling pleasure while you were being molested, or I forgive you, body, for becoming promiscuous because you were molested. And I want to take care of you now and protect you and only have sacred experiences with you. But there are some very, very deep wounds that cause us to not love our bodies. And sometimes you can do a lot of work on that by yourself. And sometimes you need someone like me to help you work through and heal those deep, deep wounds. But I wanted to respect you by acknowledging that is a major source. A lot of people who get fat in their lives are covering up shame about their bodies, about their sexuality, and about feeling dirty or whatever, and they get fat in order to make a protection for themselves from having that ever happen again. And that is a very common connection is the connection between sex abuse and obesity. So let's move on, because that, that is very painful, but it can be healed. It can be healed, guys. I'm working with a woman right now who was sexually molested by lots of people, actually, and she ended up being promiscuous and having a lot of body shame. And we're working very, very rigorously to heal that pain right now so that she can liberate herself and feel her authentic self-love and her authentic sacred sexuality. So it's a multi-step process, as you can tell. It's going to take some time. Another part of the healing process is to express your self-love in the way that you see yourself in the mirror. And what I'm talking about there is literally the way you see yourself. So I was saying before about getting a haircut that you like, and keeping your hair clean, and keeping your body clean, and buying clothes that express your creativity and artistry. And I'm not talking about buying girdles that hold you in and padded bras that make your breasts look big if they're not. I'm talking about buying clothes that express who you authentically are. If you love the color purple and you love flowing jackets or whatever, then buy that for yourself. Even if you go to the thrift store, I love going to the thrift store because I can find clothes that I absolutely adore from Free People or other brands that I love. That it's one of my favorites because they have really artistic looking clothes from my point of view. So it's like adorn your body with clothes that make you feel good about yourself. Some of you wear makeup, some of you don't. That's okay. That's not what it's about either. It's whatever makes you feel like you're expressing your authentic self and expressing your self-love for your body. It's nobody's opinion but your own. And take care of your skin, take care of your toenails and your fingernails, take care of every part of your body, floss your teeth, brush your teeth. I know these things sound so silly, but they are you loving your body, appreciating your body. Go to the dentist if you haven't been recently. Care for your body, and that's a way of loving your body. And honor your body. Honor, as I was saying before, all the functions of your body and let it move. And this now we're transitioning into the enjoy phase. We've done the explore, we've done the evolve, and now we're into honoring and enjoying your body. Once you begin to express yourself in your body and you explore pleasuring your body and you explore moving your body and dressing your body and loving your body and holding it sacred and all those things that we've discussed, healing your body, we get to enjoy our bodies. Let your body express itself in all kinds of ways. As I was saying, let it dance, let it pleasure itself, let it sing and move to music, let it touch and feel and enjoy different textures, let it draw. Whatever is creative to you, let your body move your furniture around in your bedroom. Let your bedroom reflect your love for your body. And use your body to see the beauty of the earth, to see the beauty of sacred sexuality with yourself and the universe, or with yourself and a partner and the universe. Realize that everything you do is done with your body. Everything you see is done with your body. And you know what? When you experience yourself enjoying your body in all the ways that we have discussed, you will find yourself not needing the reassurance, from your husband. Oh, how do I look in these pants? Do you still love me? Do you still want me? You're not going to be pulling on other people to reassure you about your body. You're going to be, I don't like the word flaunting, but I'm going to use it because I can't think of a better word right now. You're going to be flaunting your sexuality with your partner. You're going to be feeling juicy and lovable and appealing and attractive, because you just feel that in your body because you've loved yourself so much recently, and you've dressed yourself and moved your body and fed your body properly and held it sacred and done all the rituals and all the exercises and meditations. There are so many different healing modalities, and use them all focused on loving your body. You know, do yoga, practice mindfulness, all the things that are available to us today, guys. Use them all and dedicate them all to taking responsibility for loving your own body. And remember that nobody else can make up for that. It has to come from you. It gets to come from you because you're the only one that can do it. And you know what? If somebody else does reassure you over and over and over again, does that ever end it? And I know the answer is no, because if it really ended it, you wouldn't need them to say it again. If it really filled you up, what other people say about your body, that, oh no, honey, I love your body. And it's often true. A husband or lover, you know, they love you. And I want to say something about that too. If you have a partner who shames your body, you need to intervene with them about that. And you need to say, stop it. That's very painful to me. And I'm not going to, and if they continue to do it over and over and over again, you get to ask them, why do you do that? What do you feel insecure about that makes you project it onto me? And that's the case, because if somebody isn't insecure about something about themselves, they're not going to tear you down, are they? Somebody that loves you and feels good about themselves is going to lift you up, always lift you up. So you get to really take a look at that, guys. If you have a partner who tears you down, and I don't care if you've gained weight, they still have no right to tear you down. That's a way of trying to dominate you and make you feel bad about yourself. They could say, hey, honey, you know, I know you feel good when you move your body. Let's go take a walk. Can I make you a salad tonight? You know, and put some wonderful grilled chicken and vegetables in it. You know, I'd love to do that for you because I love you. You know, that is nurturing you. That is love. Saying, you know, when are you going to lose that 10 pounds you gained? That's not love. Or what are you going to do about those stretch marks you got when we had our baby? That's not love. Nothing that is negative. Hey, why don't you get a boob job? Your boobs are sagging, or anything like that. You know, I don't like your long lips, anything like that. The cellulite, you know, commenting on any of it is absolutely not acceptable and needs to be addressed. Because the opposite is true too. They can't reassure you into loving your body, but they sure can tear you down if you're insecure about your body. But you know what? If you love your body and you've done all this work I'm talking about, and your partner keeps niggling at you about it, you're going to just keep saying, I wonder why you say that. I wonder why it bothers you. I wonder what's up for you. I wonder how you feel about yourself. And either they will eventually stop doing that and really take a look at themselves and why they're doing it, or you will probably become more and more distant from them. So it's one or the other. You know, it's either going to stop or you're going to feel more and more distant from them, because it's not a tolerable situation to be with a partner who criticizes you for anything. But body shaming is really a deep wound. So that gets to be healed or eliminated, right? That gets to be healed or eliminated. And then I want to take us back to the joy of loving your body and moving your body and being creative with your body and being sexual with your body. And, you know, then you take your body out into the world and you feel the wonder of having a body out in nature and going for a hike or going for a drive up into the mountains like I did the other day. It was magic. The sun was rising over the mountains as I drove to the east out of San Diego County. And the music, I was playing some Ray Lynch music, which is my favorite kind of sacred music. And I just had tears in my eyes, guys, and I felt buzzing in my body. I felt like I was having sacred sex with the whole landscape, with the sky, with the earth, with the universe, with God. And that's how you can feel if you love your body. Then you take your body out into the world and you feel connected to the world and you feel open to the world and you feel safe in the world. You can have all of those feelings once you spend the time to love your body. So that's what I pray that you have and that you build and that you invest in, guys. And if you need my support, you know where to find me. I'm all over, and I would love to support you in your journey. And for now, I'm going to say I love you. I'm going to see you next week. And I hope you have a really fantastic week. And I hope you love, love, love your body and do everything that I'm telling you to do, because it will change your life. Bye for now.